Hi there, welcome into the Cougar Sports Network as we get ready for softball here as the WSC South action continues. 13th ranked Antelope Valley Marauders in town to take on the College of the Canyons Cougars here in Santa Clarita at Whitten Field. I'm Matt Robinson. Happy to have you with us as always. Get you the starting lineups as we get ready to get underway here. They've already been announced out on the field, but we'll give them to you here. We'll start with the visiting Antelope Valley Marauders, who are due up first here for Cindy Vargas. The head coach, she'll send Kenzie Martinez, Annalise Memory, Kaylee Victoria, Jordan Zinn in the 4th spot, then Marley Delgado, the first baseman, batting 5th. Jeanette Camarena, the catcher in the 6th spot, then Hartley Lundquist, Tenley Puett, and Lucy Navarro, the center fielder, rounding out the lineup with the starting pitcher today as Haley Davis working as the flex as well. They will face Akana Gonzalez for College of the Canyons. Gonzalez this season a 10-3 record, a 2.52 ERA, and 77 2/3, 36 runs, 28 of them earned with 25 walks and 35 strikeouts. Average against of 274 this season. Missed some time through the middle portion of the year, was battling an injury under her right arm due to some issues with the uniform, it seemed, but is all better now and ready to go. She will get the ball today against Antelope Valley. Did not pitch the last 2 times these 2 teams played back on March 10th, which was a 10-0 Antelope Valley win. That game was Anais Perez, went 4 innings, gave up 12 hits and 10 runs. So the first time this season for Akana Gonzalez to face the rival Antelope Valley Marauders. Antelope Valley this season, as we said, ranked 13th in the state of California. 21-8 so far this year, and undefeated in conference play, sitting atop the WSC South. Canyons 19-12, 5-2, tied for second with Citrus in the WSC South this season. And so an important game for both these sides, but especially so for College of the Canyons as they try and track down Antelope Valley here late in the season. Akana Gonzalez's first pitch to Kenzie Martinez in for a called strike from Earl Thomas at 1:54 in the afternoon, so a little ahead of our 2 p.m. start time, and we are underway. Martinez, 417 hitter, chops it on the ground. Defensive change for Canyons today as Belinda Lujano at short makes the first play of the ball game. Defensively for COC, Giselle Morita at first, Moreno at second, Lujano at short, Soriano at third, Janice and Jocelyn Jimenez in left and right field with Christopher Eric, in left and center field with Christopher Eric and right, and Amber Phillips behind the plate. One away for Annalise Memory, 367 this season from the right-hand side. Couple of doubles, a couple of triples, and 4 home runs for Memory this year. Overcast day today in Santa Clarita. Temps right around 70 degrees here at the first pitch. Or they were for a while. Let's actually take a look. This one hit line shot and a nice play from Lujano. Back-to-back good defensive plays from Belinda Lujano. And 2 quick outs here in the first. So 68 degrees, partly cloudy today. Breeze kind of swirling. Flags will move around towards right field at times. First pitch swinging from Kaylee Victoria is fouled away. Victoria this season, 478 hitter, 12 doubles and 5 home runs with 44 runs batted in. She leads she's a top 25 in the state in average and on-base percentage, hits and doubles this season. Top 50 in home runs and slugging percentage. So this ball lifted in the air to left, and an excellent play by Jimenez out in left field. Sliding across and makes the play. So 1-2-3 inning for Akane Gonzalez. So 1-2-3 innings. Sorry, we were fixing some technical issues here. We'll give you the Canyons lineup. We'll just give it to you verbally since we had some issues with our switcher. So we're fixing things and we've lost our graphics for the moment. The 1-2-3 inning for Akane Gonzalez. For Canyons, a change at the top of the order. Yahali Gonzalez will lead things off today for COC, followed by Belinda Lujano and Jocelyn Jimenez. Janice Jimenez will hit in the cleanup spot, one of the state leaders in batting average this year. Then Jasmine Soriano, followed by Giselle Merida, Krista Vierick, Amber Phillips, and Layla Moreno to face Haley Davis, the starter for Antelope Valley. 11-4 this year with a 2.53 ERA and 72 clean innings pitched. 34 runs scored, 26 of those earned with 27 walks and 76 strikeouts this season for Davis. Among the state leaders in strikeouts this year. Is her pitch to Yahali Gonzalez in for a called strike, and it's 0-2. Gonzalez, .324 this year, been batting out of the 9 spot for most of the season, but moving up today for John Wismath as he's trying to get a change and get some more heavy hitters behind Gonzalez at the top of the order. She has done a good job getting on base for the most part this season through the bottom half of the order, so trying to get her and Lujano both up near the top to see if they can both get on back-to-back. As this one, a soft little poke towards second base. Puette makes the play, one away. So one quick count, here comes Belinda Lujano. Hitting .518 on the year, leading one of the team leaders in batting average this season. Or excuse me, hitting .396 this year with a .518 on base percentage, I should say. 6 doubles and a triple for Lujano this season. She'll go along with 23 walks and 11 stolen bases as she takes down and away. Defensively for Antelope Valley, Delgado at first, Puette at second, Lundquist at short, Zinn at third, Martinez, Navarro, and Memory from left to right in the outfield, Camarena behind the plate. 1-0 to Lujano, misses outside. And it's it's 2 balls and no strikes. Lujano takes, she's well ahead here. She waits on a 3-1 from Davis. Takes ball 4, Lujano her 24th walk of the season. And so the first base runner of the day goes to College of the Canyons. First walk of the day issued by Davis. That'll bring Jocelyn Jimenez, the center fielder, to the plate. 508 hitter on the season for Jimenez. Or excuse me, 458 average on the season. Her sister's stat line, actually. 5 doubles, a triple. Just 1 home run, but has driven in 17 runs, mostly out of the leadoff spot this year, but has steadily kind of moved into the 2 and the 3 hole to try and get her more at-bats with opportunities with base runners on. This top of the Canyons lineup with Lujano, Jimenez, and Jimenez all run very well. This one fouled away straight back. And it's 1-1 here to Jocelyn Jimenez. Earl Thomas is our home plate umpire. We know that. We've seen Earl a lot of times. I unfortunately have never seen the field umpire, and I didn't get names today. So we know who's behind the plate calling balls and strikes. Is this one a chopper in front of the plate, and it'll just roll foul. Jimenez had to kind of do everything she could to get out of the way of the ball to make sure it didn't hit her. So 1 ball, 2 strike count here to Jocelyn Jimenez. This one a slow number in front of the plate, right back to the box. Jimenez safe at first. They got the runner in Lujano at second base as Davis fielding her position for the first out of the inning. So 2 down. A fielder's choice for Jocelyn Jimenez. Will bring her sister to the plate here in the first. Janice, 505 this year, 49 hits on the season. She's got 12 doubles, 8 triples, a home run, and 33 runs batted in. 18 walks and just 4 strikeouts this year, having an incredible season once again. On pace to potentially set the career average record. Right now tied, if the season were to end today, at 44 in career average, which would be tied for the top. She's 8th in school history in hits with 99. 8th in school history in doubles with 23. 2nd in school history in triples. This one lifted to right field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Jocelyn Jimenez will go to third. And so a looping single for Janice Jimenez gives her career 100 hits now. And puts her 10 behind Julia Fuentes for 7th on the all-time list. She's the all-time leader in stolen bases with 46 in her career. And we'll tick her average up just a touch with another hit here today. Good base running by Jocelyn Jimenez to go first to third. That brings Jasmine Soriano to the plate with a chance to try and get Canyons on the board. Soriano this season has had some ups and some downs, but is hitting .326. A pretty good number, all things considered. We'll see if John Wismith tries to open up the playbook. And Canyon's going to get a free run here as an errant play by Antelope Valley. It's going to go as an error, I think, against Camarena. It might go against Pewitt for not catching the ball. It's going to be a double steal, essentially, for College of the Canyons. As you'll give Janice Jimenez a stolen base. But Jocelyn Jimenez scoring on the air, and the Cougars have a 1-0 lead. Don't see that often. This is an Antelope Valley defense this year that's been pretty good. .965 fielding percentage is 8th in the state, just 23 errors, the 7th fewest, which is absolutely solid. Part of the reason why they have been in the top 20 rankings for most of the year. Have themselves all the way up to 13th, but find themselves behind 1-0 here in the first as the Cougars on the board. After a walk, a fielder's choice, a base hit, and an error. And a 2-2 count here to Soriano. Soriano lifts this one in the air to left field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Janice Jimenez will score from second base easily. Soriano an RBI single, and Canyons now with a 2-0 lead. Wasn't hit hard by Soriano, but got enough of it to get it over the shortstop's head and out into left field. First pitch swinging for Giselle Merida, hit in the air to left field. And Martinez drifting in will make the play, but Canyons does their damage. They get a pair. An RBI single from Jasmine Soriano makes it 2-0 COC as we go to the second.
College of the Canyons is always ready when it comes to your athletic future. With 17 intercollegiate sports programs to cheer for, opportunities for student athletes to learn, train, and compete, and a championship mindset that has produced state and national titles, College of the Canyons and the Cougars athletics programs offer a great college experience. Take control of your athletic future at College of the Canyons. Visit canyons.edu/schedule and cocathletics.com now.
Here we go to the second. 4, 5, and 6, Zin, Delgado, and Camarena for Antelope Valley. This ball hit right back up the middle for a base hit. Antelope Valley, their first base runner of the ball game. As Zin has a single. Here's Marley Delgado, 395 hitter on the season. Zin did quick work against Akana Gonzalez at 453 hitter on the year. Only 3 stolen bases for Jordan Zin. Antelope Valley doesn't run a lot, 34-41 this season. But against a Canyons team that has only caught 6 runners this year, they've allowed 41 stolen bases on 47 attempts. Three balls, 1 strike to count here to Delgado. This ball lifted in the air towards the shortstop, Lujano, who will drift back and make the play. It's a good pitch from Akana Gonzalez on a 3-1. Here's Jeanette Camarena. 397 this year for the catcher. 8 doubles, 13 runs batted in. Just 9 walks and 6 strikeouts, so tough to get out. Puts the ball in play quite a bit, does Camarena. Hitting .418 on balls in play this year. She fouls this one away. That's a big hallmark of this Antelope Valley team. Just 108 strikeouts against. I know it sounds like a big number. It's middle of the pack, but pretty good, all things considered, for softball. Canyon's just 65 against this season, which is absolutely insane when you think about it offensively. This one chopped right back to Gonzalez, to second for one. Lujano to first, in time for a 1-6-3 inning-ending double play. A twin killing for the Cougars here in the second. We go to the home half from Whitten Field.
Welcome to College of the Canyons, where students become the success stories of tomorrow. Whether you're already in the workforce or just getting started, our flexible schedules are a game changer. And students don't just earn degrees. They catapult into desirable careers in top 4-year universities for just $46 per unit. Quality education without crushing debt. Ditch the cookie-cutter mold of college and make college work for you. Register now at canyons.edu/schedule.
Krista Vierik to lead things off for Canyons here in their half of the second inning. 338 on the season for Vierik. 5 doubles, 26 hits and 77 at bats, a slugging percentage of .403 and on base of .404. 9 walks and 2 strikeouts this season. Again, this is a Canyons team that just does not punch out a lot. They've been very good at making sure they get the ball in play. Just 65 total strikeouts as a group this year offensively, which is, again, just a wildly low number. 3rd best team in the state in terms of that. The offense has been top 25 most of the year. 12th in runs scored at .216 coming into the ball game, averaging .350 at the plate, which is 10th best, and on base of .431 as a group, which is 12th best. Their 292 hits are 8th most in California, so it's just a matter of if they can get going. We've seen it at times where they feast and then they famine as well. It's just been kind of back and forward, up and down this year for the Cougars offensively. Hoping to change that once again here today. We've seen it over the last few games. Held to just 5 runs against Citrus, only scored twice against San Mateo, a 3-0 win over Bakersfield. That's 3 of their last 4. But in their last 6, they scored 15 against Glendale, 10 against LA Valley, and 17 against Modesto, all wins. Now gave up 13, 9, and 7 runs in those games. So again, it's just feast famine on the offensive side, kind of the same on the pitching side as well. There's a walk to Vierik as she finds first base. The leadoff runner aboard for the first time today for Canyons. Second walk issued by Davis. So Davis, who's only 29 walks on the season, has issued 2 of them today. And she faces Amber Phillips, who's hitting .343. Phillips shows bunt, misses. It's a called strike, and it's 0-1. 2 doubles and 12 runs batted in for Phillips. Vieira just 3 stolen bases this year, so I don't know if John Wismath will press her into running. Although that is something that Canyons does an awful lot of. 77 stolen bases in 86 attempts. They steal about 89.5% of bases they attempt to go get. All top 10 in this, or stolen bases for is top 10 in the state. Attempts is top 10 in the state as well. So they run and run often. That one down. 2 balls and 1 strike here to Phillips. Davis pitched in the last outing, didn't give up any runs, only 5 hits against, struck out 4 in the ball game. But has already given up 2 here in the first, although both unearned for Canyons. Three balls and 1 strike to count. As Phillips waits at the plate. That one right down the heart of the plate for a called strike. Davis over her last 5 appearances, 20 and 2/3 innings, giving up 14 hits, 7 runs with 20 strikeouts. The only knock is 2 home runs against. This one softly hit up the middle to second base. Unable to make the play is the second baseman Puette as she tried to flip it towards second. Unofficially an error on the second baseman. Here's Layla Moreno. Just 4 hits and 28 at-bats this season for Moreno. It's officially scored as a fielder's choice, actually. So they don't hand out an error that time. Moreno trying to move runners over. This one bunted up the third base line. Smart play by Zinn to let it go foul. So Moreno behind in the count, 0-2. Top of the order coming back around for Canyons here. Moreno trying to advance Vieira and Phillips. And she's down on strikes as she could not check her swing. First punch out of the day for Davis. 1 down. One down for Yahali Gonzalez, lined out softly to second base in her first at bat. Swings and misses on a fastball down at the knees on the outer half. This ball lifted in the air towards center field. Navarro coming in, cannot make the catch as she tried to dive. Unfortunately, Vieira was going back to the bag as she rightfully should have been. Nothing much she could do there, so Antelope Valley catches a small break as they cut down Vieira on the throw from the shortstop Lundquist to Zinn for the second out of the inning. And will stay runners at first and second for Belinda Lujano. Sometimes those are just the weird plays that happen in baseball and softball. I believe Gonzalez will get credited with a base hit, as it was a diving attempt by the center fielder Navarro. Actually scored an error on the center fielder Navarro, so Yasmin Hall and I are not on the same page today. Lujano trying to bunt for a base hit. This is going to be a tough play for Zinn. Not going to have it. Lujano with a base hit, but it's an illegal contact, and it's strike to the batter. So it moves everybody back. It puts 2 strikes on Belinda Lujano here. John Wismith down to talk to Earl Thomas. So I think the discussion, and it wasn't any sort of a malicious discussion with John Wismith and Earl Thomas. I think it was more John Wismith just trying to get a proper explanation on the rule itself, as we've had it called multiple different ways. Even just here at Whitten Field this season, where if your foot's touching the chalk line, they say you're okay. If your foot's just outside the chalk line, they say it's an illegal contact. So in this instance, just trying to get an explanation. I believe Earl Thomas said any part of the foot outside the chalk line results in an illegal contact. It's the same for the pitcher down the channel. 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Lujano, who takes. Always a potential for that to happen with left-handed slap hitters such as Lujano, who run forward. Kind of something that is unique to softball outside of Ichiro Suzuki, who, of course, used to play for the Seattle Mariners. Antelope Valley will get the out at third to cut down Phillips as Lundqvist will pitch it to her. And that ends the inning. 2-0 Canyons. We go to the third here from Whitten Field.
Make hosting your next event easy with the Dr. Diane G. Van Hook University Center. With over 30 meeting spaces, wireless video teleconferencing capabilities, food service, and technical support available, the University Center has everything you need to make your next event shine. Conveniently located near the 5 and 14 freeways in Santa Clarita, the University Center offers easy access to local airports and many attractions, making it the ideal meeting place for everyone. To learn more about our rental options or to book now, visit canyons.edu/University Center.
Third inning we go. Lundqvist, Puet, and Navarro, the scheduled hitters for Antelope Valley, to face Akana Gonzalez here in the third. In a 2-0 ball game. Canyons both their runs unearned in the first. First pitch from Akana Gonzalez to Lundqvist, swung on and missed. Lundqvist, .345 this year. 3 doubles, 4 home runs, 14 runs batted in. Swings and hits this one in the air to center field. Jocelyn Jimenez patrolling will make the play. One down. Gonzalez has faced the minimum so far, thanks in part to that double play. The eighth of the year for Canyons back in the second inning. Here's Puett, 286 hitter. Good pitch from Gonzalez down in the dirt. That one misses just away. Puett just 6 extra base hits this season, but 4 of them have been home runs. Only 11 hits and 41 at-bats. She waits on a 2-2 pitch. Zakana Gonzalez back in the circle on the rubber, delivers. This one hits softly towards second base. Moreno will pick it up on the roll and throw it to first to Merida to complete the out. 2 down. Here's Lucy Navarro. Antelope Valley still looking for just their second base runner of the ball game. Navarro, 289 on the year, 13 for 45 with a double. Just the 17th start of the year for Navarro. Didn't have a hit in 4 at-bats in Antelope Valley's last contest. Or her last game, excuse me, against Citrus. Antelope Valley's actually last game was a 14-4 loss to Long Beach. This one popped up on the infield. Lojano makes that one look very, very easy as she cruises around. 9 in a row, or minimum still faced from Akane Gonzalez. As we go to the home half of the third, 2-0 Canyons.
The Jersey Mike's catering box is the easiest way to feed your friends. The hard part is picking your sub. That's why we're having a draft. With the first pick, Sarah from Carolina selects number 13, the original Italian.
You know, I trusted my gut, and that's exactly where the sub's gonna go, so.
Hold on, we've got a trade. Jake traded his second pick with me, because I'm starved. Freshly sliced subs to go, wherever you and your friends go. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
You've tossed that same ball over and over and over for years, until maybe you overdo it. Our technology lets you heal quicker to keep you playing on.
Home half of the third. Jocelyn Jimenez, Janice Jimenez, and Jasmine Soriano, the scheduled hitters for Canyons, to face Haley Davis here into her third inning of work. Canyons trying to add on to a 2-0 lead. Yosh with a fielder's choice and a run scored back in the first. Her and her sister both having pretty solid years, all things considered. Both hitting above 450 this year. Janice, we'll talk about coming up next, on track to maybe set a single season record, but has a little bit more work to do. Jocelyn, though, doing pretty darn good for a freshman herself. 5 doubles, a triple, a home run, 17 runs batted in, 17 stolen bases, 22 walks, and just 4 strikeouts. Has been excessively hard to punch out. She waves at a pitch high out of the zone, and it's 1-2. 20th in hits this year with 44. She's in the top 10 in walks this season, 6th to be exact with her 22. And just as we said, she doesn't strike out often. She chases a high fastball from Davis. Second strikeout of the ball game. Rare punch out for Jocelyn Jimenez. And here comes her sister Janice. One down, second punch out of the game for Davis. Janice with a base hit in her first at bat, moves the average up above 505 now. If she can do some extra work here late in the season, she could potentially set the all-time single season batting average record. Long way to go, 50 points to make up, as Lauren Anderson hit 556 back in 2015. So a lot of points to make up, but keep getting hits, and that batting average will jump up quite a bit. 1 for 1 today with a stolen base and a run scored. Takes that pitch up on a 0-2 count and makes it 1-2. Another person that's really hard to strike out, just 4 strikeouts against this year to go with 18 walks. Foul that one away. She fights it off. 5th in the state in runs scored with 42. 9th in the state in hits with 50. Over her last 5, she's 7 of 15. Over the last 10, she's 13 of 33. So it's cooled a little bit over the last 10. But over the last 5, little macro has sped up, but she's down on strikes on a good pitch on the outside corner. It is not often you're going to go through Jocelyn and Janice Jimenez with strikeouts. But Davis, who shows her strikeout prowess here in the 3rd, back-to-back punch-outs, 1 swinging, 1 looking, 2 away. Never fails the broadcaster jinx. You talk about somebody not striking out, and pretty much 99 out of 100 times they do, so it's just what it is. Here's Soriano on RBI base hit back in the 1st. Soriano, another Cougar that's been hot over the last 5, 9 for her last 14. She's make it 10 for her last 15. Now with 9 runs batted in. A WAR light of 3.06 this year, hitting 329 on balls in play. 18.35 runs created on the year, but she chases as Davis working with that high fastball right now. Maybe a little bit of a rise. That's messing with the eye line of the Canyons hitters. Again, Davis goes with that same eye-level pitch. And I think it is indeed a rise ball. It's always been hard for myself to tell. Can't imagine what it's like standing in the box. This one lifted in the air to right center field. Playable for the right fielder memory. A 1-2-3 inning for Davis. We go to the 4th. Still 2-0 Canyons here from Whitten Field.
Can I get it Mike's way? What's happening?
And your free sub. Enjoy.
That was super weird.
Oh, that? Nah. She just used the Shore points you can now earn from chip and drink purchases to get free sub through the app. Download the Jersey Mike's app and earn rewards towards free subs with every sub, Pepsi, and Lay's you purchase.
Top of the order due up for Antelope Valley. There's Kenzie Martinez 0 for 1 on the day. Martinez 1 for 3 on the 31st. Just a couple of days ago with a walk and a double. Takes and is ahead in the count. 2 balls and no strikes. Martinez 7 for her last 15. 11 for 26 over Antelope Valley's last 10 games. Takes a strike on the outer half at the knees. Shook her head, didn't like it in terms of where the pitch was located, and I think that just makes it all the more frustrating that it's called a strike, but you live and you go on. 2 balls and 1 strike to count here in the 4th. 2-0 Canyons. This ball softly lifted over the head of Lujano for a base hit. So the leadoff batter aboard here for Antelope Valley for the 2nd time today. And the Marauders chasing 2. Go to work through the heart of the order with a runner on and nobody out. Here's Annalise Memory lined out to Lujano, who had a solid first inning defensively. Memory 367 on the year. Shows bunt, and it's a dead ball issued. Might have hit Memory as she was trying to exit the box. $11 for 28 over the last 10. 11 runs, 12 runs batted in. A double, a triple, and 2 home runs. Interesting that Cindy Vargas trying to have her move a runner over. Same thing. Ball off the plate, off her bat. Foul twice in a row. And it's 0-2. So a big spot here for Akane Gonzalez. A punch out would go a long way. Leadoff batter aboard here in the 4th inning. That one misses just away. Martinez, 10 stolen bases on the year over at first base on 11 attempts, so has been pretty clean this year, 90%. Good pitch. First strikeout of the ball game for Akane Gonzalez as she sets down Annalise Memory. Here's Kaylee Victoria, 478 on the year. Got robbed of a base hit back in the 1st as Janice Jimenez arranging play in left field to her right, sliding on her knees to take away extra bases. Victoria 13 for 32 over the last 10, but she slowed down over the last 5. Just 4 for 14. Now, 4 for 15. That one misses just inside. Looked like a pretty good pitch from Phillips. Took her an extra second to frame it. I think had she gotten a better handle on it on the initial, might have been called a strike. For Victoria, 43 hits this year, 23rd in the state. Her 12 doubles are 18th best in California. She's driven in 44 runs. So that one's a dead ball. It hits Victoria. And now it'll bring Jordan Zinn, who's got one of 2 base hits today for Antelope Valley, to the plate. First hit batsman of the day for Akana Gonzalez. So her first free pass, essentially. Although it's anything but free when you get hit. Here's Jordan Zinn now. Singled and was cut down at second base on an inning-ending double play in the second. Hits this one right back up the box for a base hit. They're going to try and send the runner from second base. She will score as Jimenez couldn't pick it up cleanly. And Antelope Valley on the board with an RBI base hit from Jordan Zinn. It's 2-1 here in the fourth in favor of Canyons. It's a do-or-die play. It might have been tough for Jocelyn Jimenez to throw out Kenzie Martinez, who does run very well. So it's an earned run, and here should be a second as this one hit up the alley out into right center field. One run will come around to score from second. They're going to try and send Victoria from first. The relay throw not in time. The throw back out to second base will cut the runner down, but she's going to get back to first as nobody was there. An RBI base hit for Marley Delgado, and all of a sudden Antelope Valley a 3-2 lead here in the fourth. So a 2 RBI base hit. And just like that, Antelope Valley's offense has come alive here as this ball lifted down the line and left. Well, foul by Jeanette Camarena, the catcher. Marley Delgado, a couple of RBIs. Now with 36 on the year. This ball hit in the air towards center field. Jimenez drifting back will make the play. Second out of the inning. So 2 down for Harley Lundquist. Delgado stands at first. Lundquist first pitch swinging, pops it up on the right side of the infield. Giselle Morita there will make the play. Damage done, 3 across for Antelope Valley, though. They have a 3-2 lead as we go to the home half of the fourth.
Whether we're on the move or stuck in one place, it's with us, comforting, healing, and transforming lives. It's the power of you. With 4 world-class hospitals and over 170 clinics across Southern California, together, we're building a healthier community. We're your neighbors, your friends, your family. It begins with you. UCLA Health.
So for Antelope Valley, 3 runs on 3 hits, 1 left on base back in the top half of the fourth inning. And Canyons finds themselves chasing a run now. Giselle Marita pops this one up to right field. Memory will make the play, one down. Four in a row retired for Davis. Here's Krista Vierick. Whitten was cut down at third base on an unfortunate play back in the second inning. Ball lifted in the air towards center field. So 2 fly ball outs in a row. And here's Amber Phillips. Phillips fouls this one away. Phillips scratted into a fielder's choice as well and reached and was cut down to end the inning back in the second. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. Davis is settled in after the rough first. And rough second, she's retired 5 in a row. Trying to make it 6 straight. Can't get Phillips to chase on the rise. Count works to full. Leila Moreno standing in the on-deck circle. As Canyon's trying to flip the order once again here. So we'll at the very least see 9-1 and 2 to start the 5th. As Phillips pops this one up. Playable for the catcher Camarena, who will make the play. And a 1-2-3 inning, 6 in a row retired for Haley Davis. 5th inning we go for 3-2 in favor of Antelope Valley. Canyons to drive across an earned run in this series. They trailed 3-2. We go to the 5th inning. Antelope Valley will send Puette, Navarro, and back to the top of the order in Kenzie Martinez to face Akane Gonzalez. A 3-2 Marauder lead. It's the 13th ranked Antelope Valley Marauders trying to make it to 7-0 in conference play. With 6 more games remaining after today. Excuse me, 5 more conference games remaining after today. This puts them in a prime position if they're as Antelope Valley. Sorry, I was correct. 6 the first time. I miscounted. Get to 7-0 with 6 to go. You're in good shape to try and close it out should you win more than you lose down the stretch in terms of the conference. Canyons 5-2, Citrus 5-2, Bakersfield 4-3. Those are the only 3 teams that can track Antelope Valley down. Marauders have games against Citrus and Bakersfield remaining. This ball fouled away off to the left. For Canyons, you have LA Mission, Glendale, LA Valley, and Bakersfield remaining on your schedule. You split the pair with Citrus, so I think Citrus, I don't know what the tiebreaker rules are in the 3C2 or the Western State Conference in terms of where teams would finish. Since it's just a 2-game series, this one popped up on the infield, and Soriano will make the play. Puette retired. 1 down. I think it's head-to-head against common opponents might be the first tiebreaker, but I'm speculating on that. I can't remember. We've gone over it before, and my memory is just not that good. Here's Lucy Navarro. Popped out to the shortstop, Lujano, to end the 3rd inning. Akane Gonzalez faced the minimum through 3, and then the 4th, the top of the order, and Martinez, Victoria Zinn, and Delgado all got to her for the tune of 3 runs on 3 hits. And for a called strike, good pitch from Akane Gonzalez. 1 ball, 1 strike. 3-2 in the 5th inning here with 1 away. Antelope Valley in the lead. 3 runs in the 3rd inning, or the 4th inning for Antelope Valley. 2 unearned in the 1st for Canyons. That's been the only scoring so far today. Of just, I believe, 3 remaining webcasts here, live streams we have for softball. We'll have them next week against LA Mission on Thursday. The following, and that is actually it. So, second to last scheduled stream for softball here. And next week on April 9th against LA Mission. Runner in motion. Phillips throw down to second base. Not going to be in time, as getting in under the tag is Navarro after she reached on a walk. Takes off on the first pitch. First walk of the day issued by Akane Gonzalez. Here's Martinez. Waits on a 1-0, takes down and away. Martinez 1 for 2. Our live stream schedule back half loaded with baseball, as the front half was loaded with softball this year. It's 5 more regular season telecasts, or webcasts we should say, here on the Cougar Sports Network, pending any playoff games here at either Whitten Field, the Cougar Tennis Courts, or Mike Gillespie Field. 3-0 or 3-1 in for a strike. Scratch that, it was a 2-1 in for a strike, makes it 2-2. Have baseball for you tomorrow against Bakersfield. Rubber match between Canyons and the Renegades. Canyons won the opening game here. This one chopped away. And took the Tuesday game in baseball 6-5. Right now trailing 4-0 in the third at Bakersfield. Martinez fouls this one away. So again, we go 2 balls, 2 strikes. One away here in the 5th in a 3-2 ball game. Battle between Akana Gonzalez and Kenzie Martinez. Two misses down. Phillips drops the ball. She had blocked it, dropped it, kind of was just lazy. And Lucy Navarro heads up, was halfway between second and third, kind of just waiting to see what happened, and took off. That's an unforced error on Canyons. The 3-2, a chopper towards first. That's going to bring home a run. Merida fielded the ball, didn't pick it up cleanly. Martinez ran around her as she can, as no tag was established. So 4-3 Antelope Valley as Martinez drives in a run. Here's Victoria. She bunts it foul. Never got out of the batter's box. Navarro was credited with the stolen base, so it doesn't mark as an error. Turn it will be an earned run, despite, we'll call it the mental error from Phillips that time. And then the physical error from Giselle Merida, her 6th of the year, over at first base. 4-2 with 1 away, a 2-strike pitch up coming to Annalise Memory. Fouls it straight back. This ball hit on the ground. That'll get past a diving Lujano, who was shaded towards second base. With a runner on in double play depth, just couldn't make the play. It's a base hit for Annalise Memory, her first of the day. It'll put runners on first and second with 1 away for Antelope Valley. here in their half of the fifth. That'll actually get Daisy Beltran to pop her head out of the dugout. Pitching coach trying to settle down Nakane Gonzalez. Two-strike count here to Kayla Victoria. Gonzalez's pitch misses up. Victoria hit by a pitch and scored in the fourth. Antelope Valley 4 unanswered runs here through the fourth and the fifth inning. Gonzalez loses that one as it misses up. This ball smoked out into right center field. That's going to bang off the wall on one hop. 2 runs are going to come around to score. Victoria and easily with a stand-up double. Her 45th and 46th runs batted in of the season on her 13th double. And Antelope Valley has busted it open to 6-2. Took a while for the offense to get going for Antelope Valley, but they have found it here. 2 more runs come across. 1 earned, 1 unearned. This ball popped up, or fouled out, or fouled away, excuse me. There's Jordan Zinn. So this ball hit down the line and left. Going to be a tough play for Jimenez, but she makes the play in foul territory. As Zinn down. 2 down for Marley Delgado now. First pitch fouled away. This ball hit in the air to right field. Vierick moving over will make the play. 2 more runs across for Antelope, or excuse me, 3 more runs across for Antelope Valley. One on an a couple on an RBI double from Kaylee Victoria. We go to the bottom half of the 5th, 6-2. Three runs on 2 hits and an error, and 1 left on base for Antelope Valley in the 5th. Canyons will send Layla Moreno, then the top of the order in Yahali Gonzalez and Belinda Lujano here in their half of the 5th, now chasing 4. Moreno strike out her first at bat. Swings and misses behind the count, 0-2, as Davis has been using that rising pitch effectively since the 3rd inning. Called strike 3, 2nd time today. Moreno's down on strikes. And a high strikeout game here against Canyons. Here's Yahali Gonzalez. Fourth strikeout of the ball game for Davis. Matches what she had last time these two teams played. Gonzalez chases again, and again that pitch that's just rising up out of the zone, and Canyon's just attacking it. This one popped up, it'll get out of play, foul. This ball hit out into left center field. That'll get down for a base hit for Yahali Gonzalez. So a 1-out base runner for Canyons. Snaps a streak of 7 in a row, retired for Haley Davis. That'll bring us to Belinda Lujano. Walked, grounded into a fielder's choice. Takes the first pitch up and away. Gonzalez this season, 7 stolen bases on as many attempts. Lujano sharply hit down the third base side. Great play by the shortstop that time in Lundqvist. It kicked off of Zinn's glove. Lundqvist was there to pick it up and cut down Yahali Gonzalez at second base. And what should be runners at first and second with 1 away for Jocelyn Jimenez is just a runner at first with 2 down. It's a little play that you will not see necessarily in the scorebook. How impactful it is. It goes down, though, as a 5-6-2 out. But just how difficult of a play that was for the shortstop Lundqvist, who did not hesitate at all. Was moving that way on the soft line drive. It kicked off the glove of Zinn and didn't really kick off far to the left. Had a little bit of side English on it. And the shortstop Lundqvist, all in one motion, scooped and fired. And got Yahali Gonzalez just barely. This one a base hit up the middle by Jocelyn Jimenez as she just reaches out and pokes it to center field. So 2 runners on with 2 away for Canyons. Jimenez, who stole a base and scored a run back in the first, hits with 2 on here. And 2 away, Canyons chasing 4, so a big spot here for their leading hitter. Davis struck her out and her sister back-to-back back in the third. Falls behind here, 1 ball and no strikes. Big hack that time from Jimenez, fouled away. One ball, 1 strike to count here to Janice Jimenez. On pace for another record-setting season. Will likely finish the year as an All-American. Joining a select group in Canyon softball history. Most recently, Ashlyn Heck, I believe, Allison Melgar, for sure. One ball, 2 strikes to count to Jimenez. That one a wild pitch back to the screen. Davis trying to go with the rise ball that time, and now you put runners in scoring position here for Jimenez. Rare wild pitch. Rise ball again, misses up. The count runs full. So Jimenez works a walk. Soriano at the plate takes a called strike. And on the tying run at the plate for Canyons here, Soriano fouls it away. She's behind in the count now, 0-2. So bases loaded for Canyons here. Chance for reigning female athlete of the week for College of the Canyons in Jasmine Soriano. Try and even this game with one swing of the bat. She does have a home run this season. Waits on a 1-2. Swings and hits it in the air to center field, but not quite deep enough as Navarro back will make the play. And that'll end the inning. Canyons leaves the bases loaded in the 5th. 6-2 as we go to the 6th from Whitten Field. Gonzalez back to work. First pitch swinging in an excellent play by Janice Jimenez to take away extra bases. Or excuse me, by Jocelyn Jimenez to take away extra bases from Camarena out in center. She ranges out to right center for the first out of the inning. Here's Hartley Lundquist. 0 for 2 today, couple of pop-outs. One to center and one to first. Good pitch under the hands for a called strike. This one a chopper towards third that goes off of Soriano and Lujano out into left field. A little double doink for a hit. So Lundquist aboard. A one-out base runner. Here's Tenley Pewitt. It'll score E5 against Soriano. Just the third error of the season on the third baseman. Hewitt 0 for 2, grounded to second and popped out to third. Way ahead here, 2 balls and no strikes. Two 0, an off speed that kind of dips in late, but it's called a ball, makes it 3-0. This ball fouled off to the left on a 3-0 pitch, makes it 3-1. Two runners on here with one away for Antelope Valley as another walk issued. Second one of the day by Akane Gonzalez will bring Lucy Navarro to the plate. Navarro walked, stole a couple of bases, and scored back in the fifth. Takes the first pitch. Two balls, one strike, the count here to Navarro. 0 for 1 today, popped out to the shortstop in her first at bat. Shows bunt here. This one will be a tough play for Akane Gonzalez. Fields and throws to first, does get the out. It's a sacrifice bunt for the second out of the inning. Runners advance to second and third. 2 away as we go back to the top of the order for AVC. Two down for Martinez. 2 runs out there in scoring position. Takes the first pitch up. You get into time here with Antelope Valley. A 6-2 lead. A 4-run ball game. They would need a few more to try and end this in the 6th. They'd still have to face Canyons. So likely looking at a full 7-inning affair today. Unless Antelope Valley breaks out with a 2-out rally and drives in a bunch more. 8 after 5 is the run rule here in the 3C2A. Three balls and no strikes here to Kenzie Martinez. So Akane Gonzalez flirting with trouble here. Memory, Victoria, and Zinn all waiting behind Martinez for 2-out shots with the bases loaded. And it will be a base loaded, or another walk issued. Second walk of the inning, third of the ball game. Antelope Valley with them loaded up for 2, 3, and 4 with 2 away. See if they can do any damage here. Annalise Memory, 1 for 3. Singled, struck out, lined out. swings at the first pitch and pops it up. That's a good pitch from Akane Gonzalez. Gets herself out of the jam. So we'll stay at a 4-run ball game. We go to the bottom half of the sixth, 6-2 in favor of Antelope Valley. Marina Vierick and Phillips for Canyons. Marina first pitch swinging. Knocks it out into right field. She's got to hustle. She's on with a base hit and then trips over Delgado, who reached out to try and field the throw from memory. And now it's a question of, is everybody all right? Looks like Giselle Morita's all right. Delgado restrapping pitch comm on her wrist. Eric Buitrago, the athletic trainer, will go out and check on both of them. Now both coaches talking to Earl Thomas here. So this will be really interesting to see. I don't think anything's going to come of it. It's a question of if there was some sort of interference on either player, but they're both people just occupying the same space. So it'll go down a base hit for Giselle Morita. Leadoff runner aboard for Canyons here in the sixth. And Krista Vierick will come to the plate. Vierick 0 for 2. 0 for 1, excuse me, with a walk. Swings at the first pitch, hits it out into left center field. That'll get down for a base hit. Back-to-back base hits on 2 pitches here in the inning. And Canyons cooking in the sixth with 2 runners aboard and nobody out. Sounds like a pitching change here. Cindy Vargas. They're going to move some bodies around. It looks like Angela Quezada going out to left field. Lucy Navarro, the center fielder, moves into the circle, which sends Haley Davis, the flex, to the bench. Actually, Quezada will go to center field. And we'll shift into the flex spot. So Davis, day is done. I'm not sure why time was called. Davis goes 5+. For the moment, she could re-enter. It's given up 6 hits, responsible for 2 base runners out there. 3 walks and 4 strikeouts. Navarro, this one chopped back in front of the box, and Navarro picks it up and throws out Phillips. So it's a sacrifice bunt, actually, for Phillips. Looking down for Navarro. 29 2/3 pitched, a 1.89 ERA this season, giving up 10 runs, 8 of them earned. Canyon's going to pinch hit for Layla Moreno. Phillips does her job. 1 down, Canyon's going to pinch hit. Rohan El-Hamamsi going to pinch hit for Layla Moreno here. So 2 runners out there in scoring position. Canyons needs both of them here in the 6th as they're trailing by 4. El-Hamamsi a chance to try and drive them home. Takes the first pitch for a called strike. That one swung on and missed by El-Hamamsi, and she's behind in the count, 0-2. Rohan this season, no hits in 6 at-bats. Takes up and away. Merida at third, Vieira at second. 1 away here in the 6th. Navarro in the circle now. This one, a soft line drive back to Navarro, who then tries to get Merida at third and cannot. But that's a good play by the pitcher. So 2 down, we go back to the top of the order. Yahala Gonzalez, who's singled, reached on an error, and lined out 1 for 3 today. First pitch to Gonzalez, misses down. Gonzalez swings and misses on a 1-1. 1-2 here to Holly Gonzalez. Sun starting to poke out. Gonzalez fouls this one off to the left. We'll do it again. Two to Gonzalez. She swings at a rise ball from Navarro. First punch out of the day for Navarro. She gets all 3 outs here in the inning. After coming in for relief, Canyons had a promising start to the inning with 2 on and nobody out, but they get nothing across. We go to the 7th here from Whitten Field, still 6-2. Moreno re-enters if you're scoring at home. Antelope Valley will go Victoria, Zinn, and Delgado in the top half of the 7th inning. This one fouled away. Victoria, the damage doing double in the 5th. Driving in 2 runs, has scored once after she was hit by a pitch back in the 4th. This one chopped on the ground towards second. Moreno back in there will make the play, 1 away. One out here for Jordan Zinn. Gonzalez needing a 1-2-3 inning here to try and get Canyons back into hit. Zinn hits this one deep to left field. Jimenez going back and makes a great catch in front of the wall to take away extra bases from Jordan Zinn. And there's 2 away. Not going to see many better defensive plays than that. Jimenez drifting back, finds the wall, reaches up, makes the catch, and crashes into the wall at the same time to rob Zinn of extra bases. 2 down here for Marley Delgado, who singled and popped out twice. Delgado swings at the first pitch, pops it up first base side. In foul territory, Merida makes the play. A quick 1-2-3 inning for Akane Gonzalez. We'll go to the bottom half of the 7th. Last licks for Canyons as they chase 4 here from Whitten Field. Two, 3, and 4 due up for Canyons here. They chase 4, so they're going to need to go on a run here, down to their final 3 outs. Lujano has reached all 3 times today, but is without a hit, 0 for 2 with a walk. Wind's starting to pick up, blowing our camera around out there in center field. Navarro to work. Lujano takes a called strike. It's 0-1. Navarro excellent coming in the 6th with 2 runners on and nobody out. Got Phillips in a sacrifice situation. Got El Hamamse to line out softly right back to her and then struck out Gonzalez real quickly. Lujano fouls this one away. It's 0-2. As we said, Lujano's been on all 3 times today, but has yet to result in anything for Canyons. Stranded at 3rd, back in the 5th. She's down on strikes. Punch out for Navarro is her 2nd. 1 down. Jocelyn Jimenez now. Singled, struck out, grounded into a fielder's choice. Came around to score one of the 2 unearned runs back in the 1st for Canyons. Trying to get something started with 1 away. Swings and hits it softly in the air to left, and coming in and making a shoestring grab is Martinez, the left fielder. And Canyons is down to their final out. So a whale of a 2-out rally needed for Canyons now. And it needs to start with their best hitter in Janice Jimenez. Singled, struck out, and walked, 1 for 2. Had a stolen base for her as well. Now 100 career hits as a College of the Canyons Cougar. It takes a changeup for a called strike. 50 hits on the season. Will surpass what she did last year, I would imagine, with a handful of games to go. Swings and fouls this one away. And a called strike 3. Navarro strikes her out looking. That's the ball game. Antelope Valley come from behind, 6-2 victory as they score 3 in the 4th and 3 in the 5th. Navarro gets the save as she comes in and gets the final 3 outs. Davis gets the win. Akana Gonzalez gets the loss. The final pitch at 3:47 in the afternoon. The Marauders take it here at Whitten Field in a quick one. Less than 2 hours in game time. Antelope Valley 7-0 in conference play. Canyons falls to 5-3. That'll do it for us here today. We hope you join us for baseball tomorrow here on the network, as we'll have Canyons and Bakersfield in the rubber match from Mike Gillespie Field. Have a good one.